No COVID-19 test result, no medical certificate, no barangay clearance, and no coordination letters. Just have or provide your valid ID, your ticket, a contact tracing application like Trace, and if you are fully vaccinated, your vaccination card. These are 11 domestic destinations in the Philippines with no travel requirements as of July 2021. Stay tuned and watch the video to know the details. Welcome to DenZ TV. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you receive updates as they are posted. Before we proceed to our list, please take note that these requirements are only true at the time of the posting of this video. Requirements may change without prior notice, so please check the video description for updates to this list. First on the list is Lapu-Lapu City via Philippine Airlines and AirAsia. So it says here that there is no need to present acceptance letters, travel authority, negative RT-PCR test, medical certificates, and other travel documents. So no RT-PCR, no quarantine policy in Lapu-Lapu City for returning local residents, APOR, and domestic tourists, provided that they should not exhibit any symptoms and passes the symptom screening test at ports of entry and exit. Passengers shall wear face mask and face shield, observe physical distancing, comply with the contact tracing requirements and other public health standards mandated by Lapu-Lapu City Government. Guests bound for Lapu-Lapu City via Cebu Pacific Air are not required to present any travel document requirements. However, they will only be allowed entry into the city if they pass the symptom screening at entry points. Please make sure to have a valid ID at all times. Second on the list is MANDAUE City via Cebu Pacific Air. So same with Lapu-Lapu City, all guests bound for MANDAUE City are not required to present any travel document requirements. They will only be allowed entry into the city if they pass a symptom screening at entry points. And please prepare a valid ID at all times. Third on the list is Clark City via Philippine Airlines. This is for all guests arriving in Clark City. The movement of all persons shall be limited to accessing goods and services from permitted establishments. For work in such establishments or for such other activities herein allowed, comply with the minimum public health standards during your stay in the province. Fourth on the list is CATARMAN via Philippine Airlines. Only non-APOR travelers have no travel requirements entering CATARMAN. APORs need to provide travel docs such as travel order and travel itinerary. All travelers are required to register at safecatarman.today portal, the contact tracing system of the local government unit. Fifth on the list is PAGADIAN via Cebu Pacific Air. This is for all non-APOR guests going to Pagadian City. Okay, so all guests bound for Pagadian City that are non-APOR are required to present a valid government-issued ID with address in Pagadian City. So that is the only requirement that you have to comply. Number 6 is CAMIGUIN via Philippine Airlines, and this is only applicable for locally stranded individuals. So only LSIs have no travel requirement. You only have to present a valid ID. Number 7 is BASCO Batanes via Philippine Airlines, and the no requirement or no travel requirement policy only applies to locally stranded individuals because the only requirement that it contains based on their on the Philippine Airlines travel guide is that a negative RT-PCR test is optional for locally stranded individuals. So you may or may not get an RT-PCR test. 8 on the list is Metro Manila via Philippine Airlines. So this is for locally stranded individuals and authorized persons outside of residence. So LSIs need to provide a valid ID, while APORs need to provide a company ID. Still at number 8, Metro Manila via Cebu Pacific Air and AirAsia. All guests are required to present a valid ID upon check-in. Ninth on the list is Butuan City via Philippine Airlines. This is for all guests that are not coming from NCR Plus, because all persons with travel history from highly urbanized cities of NCR, the municipality of Pateros, and the provinces of Bulacan, Cavite, Laguna, and Rizal must also present negative RT-PCR or rapid antigen test result conducted within 5 days before departure from the point of origin. Okay, so also all persons with travel history from outside Caraga showing any signs and symptoms of COVID-19 shall be subjected to mandatory testing and quarantine protocols upon arrival. However, if you are not coming from NCR Plus, you don't have to present any travel document going to Butuan upon check-in. Number 10 on the list is San Jose Mindoro via Cebu Pacific Air. And this is for all guests bound for San Jose Mindoro. Based on government regulations, guests bound for San Jose are required to present a confirmed S-Pass registration to be accepted for flight. 11th on the list is Cagayan via Cebu Pacific Air. This is the first LGU to explicitly include a category for the fully vaccinated, and you only need to present your vaccination card as a requirement and nothing more. We expect in the coming days that more and more LGUs will also provide a category for fully vaccinated travelers with their respective travel requirements, since IATF already released Resolution 124-B. But as of this posting, only Cagayan has this category. And those are the 11 domestic destinations with no travel requirements. We have Lapu-Lapu City, MANDAUE City, Clark, CATARMAN, PAGADIAN, CAMIGUIN, BASCO, Manila, Butuan, San Jose Mindoro, and Cagayan. Thank you so much for watching. If you find the content of this channel valuable, remember to subscribe. Feel free to check out the other videos as well.